Hi, I'm Kathleen, and welcome to Renewal Through Christ. Today we have 4 scriptural verses to help you renew your mind. The first one, and the one that's been on my mind the most lately, is seek first the kingdom of God, and everything you need will be given to you, right? So when Jesus said this, he was like, don't worry about what you're going to wear. Don't worry about what you're going to eat. Just seek the kingdom of God, and your needs will be provided for you. Be right back. Feel free to jog or walk in place, as that's what I'm doing, jogging. Think about that verse for 1 minute. Seek first the kingdom of God, and all your needs will be given to you. And then I'll have another one for you in 1 minute. Okay, so if we're seeking first the kingdom of God, how are we going to do that? Well, we're going to prioritize God's love, His peace, and the joy in the Spirit. How do we do this? Let me give you an example. I was at my child's soccer game. Sometimes I get pretty passionate, and I decided to just make peace a priority instead of getting too shouty and whatnot. Well, don't you know, I prioritize God's peace. As soon as I can imagine, she scores a goal, my daughter. And I'm not saying, this was definitely what happened, but I do believe that prioritizing God's peace, it does help, because we're being faithful. And if we're faithful, God will be faithful. Okay, so if we're seeking first the kingdom of God, how do we do that? Well, we want to seek first God's love, His peace, and joy in the Spirit. Let that marinate for another minute. Let's jog. Okay, I'm back. Are you still there? Okay, so the other one that I'm thinking about a lot, when I jog especially, is when God says in Genesis 11:6, nothing they've imagined doing will be impossible for them. Okay, now we know God is sovereign, but He's telling us nothing we've imagined doing will be impossible for us. So that is another scriptural verse to think about. Let that marinate a minute. Nothing you've imagined doing will be impossible. Okay, think about that. Okay, and my 4th scriptural verse for today is, by your faith, it will be done. Okay, so when Jesus was healing the blind, he's like, according to your faith, it shall be done. So, and all you need, as you've heard probably, is the faith of a mustard seed, a teeny tiny seed, a little bit of faith. That's all you need. So think about these 4 scriptural verses and let them renew and impact your mind. Let these marinate, and as you say it, seep into your conscious and subconscious mind, and let this become a part of your consciousness, expanding your thoughts, like expansive like God is. Okay, so we're seeking first the kingdom of God. How are we doing that? We're chasing after God's love, His peace, and the joy in the Spirit. Next, we are, of course, after we seek first the kingdom of God, we are also imagining that with God, nothing will be impossible. Nothing we imagine will be impossible with God, right? And so it will be according to our faith. We have to believe. Don't let the enemy convince you that it can't be done, okay? And remember, all you need is the faith of a mustard seed. So thank you for joining me today, and I'll see you next time.